Today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I share a lot of work at home jobs inside of my Facebook community. I share a couple every now and again when they're really hot, like they just came out, they just posted as now hiring or rehiring, or they opened up again, or it's a new hot work at home job. So I wanted to come here and share some work at home jobs with you that you may or may not have already seen, but I wanted to make sure you see them in case you haven't. So my name is Shayla Smart. I am known as the Mom Genius, and my whole passion for entrepreneurship is all about helping moms find ways to make money, not only from home, but online, so that they can spend more time with their families, enjoy lifestyle freedom so that they can homeschool, travel, and give back to their communities. And so, not everybody wants to start a business. Some people are just looking for side income or side gigs, and some people just want to find a reputable, legit work at home job that pays a decent salary so that they can start their work at home ventures. So, back in 2000 something another, when my children were really small, I was looking to work from home, and it started with my first child, but by the time I had two, I was really serious about finding a work at home job after being scammed, not once, not twice, but three times. And finally, I did some digging and did some heavy research and was able to come across my first legit work at home job. Well, one thing you should know about working from home, not all, but a good percentage of those jobs require you to have a noise free background. And so that posed a little bit of a problem because my husband was at work in the day. I had two toddlers 2 years apart at home. And so keeping a quiet background was not easy, and having to try to only work during their nap time or preschool time was pretty hard because the hours weren't always flexible. So I've always had a passion for work at home and helping others find that. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So you can see here on my screen, I'm going to be sharing a couple of jobs here with you and just give you some background on them, and then you can go and check them out yourself. Here at the top in my browser, you'll be able to see the link. Now, I'm going to work backwards. I was just doing some research on this one, but I'm going to come back to that one because I want to give you a little bit of detail. And so this is Indeed.com if you don't know anything about it. Indeed is a job search website. It's something that attributes to job search like Monster or some of the other online job search, ZipRecruiter, maybe other job search platforms that are out there. But Indeed, I actually have found actual work at home jobs as well as real jobs myself. So Indeed is a great platform and it's legit. I've also actually posted jobs for one of my previous companies to hire people in my company. And so it goes both ways, and it's a really good site. But here you can see this job is with a company called Sykes Enterprises. And if you go to, I believe it's just Sykes.com, or you can go to here to Indeed and search Sykes, and it'll pull it up in your area if they're hiring, or you can just go straight to their site. They do have actual physical locations, and they do have some remote jobs. And I've actually worked for Sykes before several years ago. I want to say five. I don't know how long ago, but I worked for them some time ago, maybe 6 years ago. I'm not sure. But they are a legit company. They do actually pay you, and you do work from home, and it's the same as working in a regular call center. You just do it from the comfort of your home. You do need to have a quiet background. You will need a headset, and you will need a laptop or desktop. And sometimes, depending on the assignment, they may want you to have dual screens, which means two monitors. It just depends on the job. The interview process is pretty straightforward. If you can get an interview, from my experience and what I understood from talking to the recruiter, if you get an interview, you're pretty much going to get hired unless you do something or say something on the interview, or maybe your background check doesn't come back. But other than that, they are pretty laid back on their hiring because, unfortunately, they do tend to have a pretty high turnover rate, which most call centers, I think, do. I don't know about all, but a lot of call centers have a high turnover rate. But if you are looking to get into the work at home industry, this would be great for a first work at home job, or a job that you can depend on to have a steady income every 2 weeks. When I worked there, they did pay every 2 weeks by direct deposit. They did have benefits as well if you choose to opt into them, and it does pay according to your state most of the time. They may have a starting rate that everybody gets through training. All the training is done online in the comfort of your home, and then once you actually start your after onboarding and training, you will get paid according to the minimum wage in your state. So this can vary greatly. Washington State has one of the highest minimum wages. So at that time, I was getting paid more than everybody that was in my training class because most people lived in other places. There's a few places, I think a few states they do not hire in. Come to mind. California is definitely one. I'm sure they don't. California has their own state regulations when it comes to work at home jobs. I'll have to talk about that at another time. But other than that, you will likely be able to land a job with Sykes, and they hire for all types of companies. Some of the bigger box stores that you know of are the ones that they hire for. And I did work for one of the bigger box brands doing customer service when I worked there. So that's Sykes. And again, you can go on Indeed.com, or you can go directly to Sykes, SYKES.com, or just Google Sykes and look at their work at home jobs. Remember, they do have work at home, and they actually have locations in different states. Okay, moving on, we're going to just look really quick at Philips. I was trying to search through the jobs, and as you can see here, it shows that they have established professional, executive level, and starting out. I clicked on the starting out just to kind of see what I could find. It was a little cumbersome, and if you want to take the time to go here, Philips is a very well-known company. I think they're a lot into technology. They make a lot of appliances and things like that. The toothbrush, I think of Philips when I think of the power toothbrushes. They make some appliances and things like that. Even TVs, I believe they make, refrigerators or whatever. But you can go here and look. There's 3 different levels in which they hire for. And so you can just click on and see what you can find there. I believe I got the right Philips that they're technology, but you can go there and you can choose one of these 3 up here, and or click here for careers and take a look at what they have to offer. So that would be careers.philips.com. Careers.philips.com. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is enterprise. And I really want to talk about enterprise because they are always hiring. Like they're always in the work at home mix. Whenever I'm researching or looking for who's hiring, what's hot in work at home, they always come up. So this will be a great place for you to get your feet wet with the work at home industry. Now, this is again call center work, customer service type of position. They have a video here that you can watch and get familiar with. You see she's there working, headset, computer. At this moment, I know just a couple of days ago they were hiring, but I didn't have a chance to post it into my group because, like I said, I really like to post when jobs are fresh and they're hiring, and they do hire a lot. So they may not be hiring at this moment, and then a week, 2 weeks from now, you go back and look and they're hiring. But what I would advise you to do, if you come here to this page, go all the way down to the bottom and it says job alert, and fill out this information: your name, your email address, what type of position you're interested in, and your location. And they will email you when they have job openings come available. So you may get them well before they're actually posted publicly. I'm not sure, but they will give you the alerts. At least you'll know for sure if they're hiring in your area. And then if you go up here, you can see call center work from home openings, and it shows you where openings are currently. This is Florida, so let me just hover over here and see what it tells me. So great, look, it says Palm Bay and looks close to Fort Myers in Florida. Those areas, now those are showing the areas that they're hiring in, and this does say call center work from home openings. So you could just click over this map. It did take a little bit for the map to populate when I first got on here, so just give it time. And this is careers.enterprise.com. You can do /call dash center dash work dash from dash home, or go to careers.enterprise.com and then just click here where it says career opportunities, and then scroll down to call center work from home right here, and you will be able to get to this page. That would probably be a lot easier than typing all of that in. So again, careers.enterprise.com, go to the careers tab, career opportunities tab, and go scroll down to call center work from home. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about Aetna. And this is actually not my last one. I have one more bonus that I want to give you guys, but I don't have the link up here, but I'm going to give you the information because I think it's a really great opportunity for a lot of you, especially now that it's summertime. So this is Aetna, A-E-T-N-A, Aetna. I believe that's how it's pronounced anyway. That's how I've always pronounced it. And they are a healthcare company. I think of them and I think of healthcare insurance because they do provide insurance, just like Blue Cross Blue Shield. But they have a lot of medical positions. Now, the thing that you would probably think to do when you come here, and it's www.aetnacareers.com, AETNACAREERS.com, to get to the site. And when you want to search for the work at home positions, your typical thought process may be to type work from home or remote. So let's just type remote right here, keyword. And when we type remote, we get a callback of one remote position right here. And I know it lists a whole bunch of other positions, but I searched these positions and I looked at quite a few of them that are on this page. And there's another 15 pages. But just looking at these first few jobs on this page, most of these are not remote jobs. And not just because this one says remote and these don't, because it could be remote and not say it right here. But what I want to show you is, and the reason I know this is because I've done this for a very long time. Like I said, I started doing work at home research, and then I started teaching others how to find legit work at home jobs. I've talked to recruiters. So the inside scoop of the work at home industry, I'm pretty familiar with. So when you come to Aetna's website, and this can work on any site, but definitely on here, don't focus on typing in remote. I mean, you could, but you're going to get a callback return on your search if you type in telework. Some people may type in telecommute, which just means it's working from home. But type in telework into the search jobs keyword tab, and this is what your return gets. This is your callback on the search. So utilization management registered nurse consult, full-time telework, Birmingham, Alabama, full-time telework, Arizona, full-time telework, Arizona, full-time telework, Alabama. And it lists a few more jobs that don't say telework, but if you click on them, not all of them, but a couple of them that don't specifically say telework, will tell you in the description if telework is possible. So this one says this is an in-office position in Bethlehem, PA office, which is Pennsylvania. Telework will be considered for current internal teleworkers only. So you have to already be working telework in their facility in order to get a telework position. But if we go back and pull that call search again, what you're going to do is, let's just pick another random one. I can't remember which one I looked at. Gosh, let me see, which one was it? Because it had a different description in the title, even though, oh, maybe it was a technical project manager, even though it doesn't say telework on the outside. I just want to give you your best option at finding remote jobs because they're listed sometimes and are not typed out in a way that is friendly for those who are searching. So let's see, telework only considered for current telework Aetna employees. This position will be a technical. Okay, so this is not it either. Let me go back. I want to find it so you can see the different verbiage. And I looked at so many jobs because I always research and study before I come and tell you guys about the work at home. So I want to make sure they're legit, and I want to make it the easiest possible. I clicked on the same one for you in your search. But I also want to keep this video short, so that's why I'm talking pretty fast. I don't know. This one keeps calling me, so let me just click on this one and see. Okay, so this one says full-time telework opportunity open to candidates across the country. Hours are 8:30 to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So this is a telework position, and this is a care planner, and it says Sandy City, Utah, but there's a couple things that are happening here. Additional location says, is it Boynton Beach, Florida, Chesterfield, Missouri, Columbia, South Carolina, and Sandy, Utah, the original location. But it says full-time telework opportunity. If you look right here, open to candidates across the country. Hours are 8:30 to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So these are the hours you would work, but it's telework open to candidates across the country. So this is just asking for 2 years behavioral health care experience, associate's degree, bachelor's degree in psychology or social services preferred, or equivalent work experience. So you can or cannot have a degree and they will still consider you. Potential telework position, yes. And this is what I really wanted to show you that you want to look for when you're looking at work at home jobs. Find out if it says potential remote, potential telecommute, or potential telework, even though it may not say it in the title, as this one did not. It actually took us to click on it to find out that it was telework. And then sometimes it may have travel. So I know one of the positions was asking for travel for the first 2 weeks of the position for training, and then after that you can work completely from home. So if you are a nurse or in the healthcare field, and you want to work from home, it is possible. And I surprise a lot of people when I talk about there's not an industry that I know that doesn't have some type of work at home position. If you are a nurse, there's a whole work from home community, or a business for nurses to do triage, and they pull triage for different facilities, and it's all RNs, and I think even an RN owns it. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but you could probably Google RN triage work from home and come across a ton of available jobs. So even if you're a nurse, you're looking for a career change, you're looking to get off of your feet, working from home is definitely an option, and they have all types of insurance, care plans, just management, all kinds of things that you can do. And as you can see here, this is a care planner. It has nothing to do with being a nurse. You don't even have to have a degree. They will consider you without a degree for this position. And the last position that I do want to talk about is called Q Kids. Now I'm just going to attempt to pull it up because I had it up and for whatever reason I closed it. And Q Kids is working from home, teaching English to kids in China and sometimes other countries, but it definitely is teaching kids English in China, and you do it from home. Here's the website. So teacher.qkids.net. And you can go /job if you want to go to this specific page. And it talks about what we offer. You can work in the U.S. and or Canada. Flexible hours. The pay is between $16 and $20. And when they break down the pay, it does come out to $16 minimum, up to $20, because you can qualify for certain bonuses. The parents can give a bonus. You get an extra dollar if you get a good review from a parent. You get an extra dollar if you decorate your background with like colors and things that you would see in a kindergarten or a first grade classroom. They have flexible hours. You can do part-time. I think this it's not self-scheduling anymore. I think ask your opinion on the schedule, and then they give you your, or Wednesday you can select the schedule you want. The actual schedules go out on Sunday. At last update that I knew. The application process is pretty simple. They do the application here, and if you get contacted for an actual interview, then they walk you through like an actual teaching session. And if you need a tip at all on how to pass this interview process, I'm just going to encourage you to watch some of the videos on YouTube about those who work with Q Kids specifically, and just know that being animated, being happy, and really expressing yourself to keep and grab and keep the kids' attention is what you would do. And whatever you would do in that classroom setting, you want to do when you do your actual walkthrough interview. And I have heard that some people have applied 3 times and gotten hired. They've had to apply 5 times or more before they got hired. And the application process is pretty short, so I wouldn't sweat it. If this is something you really want to do, I would go for it. Now, it used to be that you didn't have to have a degree for this particular company, because there's a lot of companies like this out there, and they require you to have bachelor's degrees. And a lot of people were discouraged because this allows you to work from home and travel because it is a virtual job, and because of the hours, I think it's really super great because you can still have your daytime life. I know a lot of people mentioned that they go to college and they do this position while they go to university, and so it allows you to have your daytime hours. If you're a stay-at-home mom, then you have your hours with your children if you're a homeschooling mom, and then in the evening, because it's the opposite time for them in China, their night is our day and our day is their night. And so when you're teaching at night, it's morning there. And so then your kids are sleeping. You can do this even if you have small little ones, if they're sleeping through the night, or maybe if you have someone else in the house to watch your children in case they wake up or they need a bottle or they need something while you're working. Just find your quiet place in the home to be able to do that. And you will be able to work from home even if you have a small child. Your opportunity is much better with this position. And then you get to choose the hours. And then I read that if you cancel or change your shift or ask for time off within 5 hours of your schedule, they're pretty flexible. They just don't want you to abuse always asking off. And when you ask for time off, maybe you want to go on vacation or you just don't feel well, or your kiddos are sick or whatever's going on and you just can't work that week, or maybe you have a whole bunch of other things going on, you request for time off and it's automatically approved. Again, just don't abuse the system. And I am not an affiliate of any of these companies. I'm not affiliate of Q Kids, but they do have a referral program. You guys know I'm all about the affiliate income. I should say I'm currently not a affiliate of Q Kids, but you can get a referral bonus. I believe it's up to $100. If somebody uses your link and they get hired, you get $100. So it's a great way to make some affiliate income as well, on top of the income you're getting from working for the company. So yeah, that's Q Kids. And again, the application process is pretty straightforward. I have done the application process some time ago. I never have worked for them. I did not follow up with them on any job process, and I'm sure if I would have, and I actually have talked to their customer service though, and they're pretty quick to respond over on Facebook. If you go to their Facebook page and ask them a question, they respond pretty well. It may take up to 24 hours again because I'm sure they are in China or somewhere overseas from the US, so the time difference. But yeah, these are some work at home jobs that you can do. Definitely allowing you to travel with Q Kids. You can possibly do the others in travel, but definitely having a laptop and a great internet connection will allow you to do any of these jobs. And some do require a headset because you take calls through the computer, or some require a actual phone setup system. And a lot of companies are getting away from that now to where you get your calls through the computer, which actually has a name, and I can't think of it right now. But you don't have to actually have a phone or a landline. Some still do, but a lot of them don't. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. And if you have any questions, you can post them below. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you want to do so because I want to keep this information coming. If you like this video, go ahead and comment, Shayla, give me more, and I will give you more of these types of videos. Until next time, I will see you guys very soon. Be good. Love God and trust yourself. And remember, apply to these jobs as soon as you see them come out because everybody is seeing them. All the bloggers and vloggers are posting these jobs when they come out because a lot of times we get some of the same information. I try to dig a little deeper and get some stuff that everybody's not talking about, but a lot of times they fill up very quickly. So be sure to apply and be on the lookout for new jobs to come. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.